Hi everyone, welcome to our weekly update. My name is Mark, and if you like the content, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and share this video with a friend. You can also follow me on Twitter at the crypto_coach, and there is links inside my Twitter profile to get a free trial of our trade signals. So Bitcoin had a bit of a turmoil week. Last week we were starting to see a lot of buying in the market and a lot of greed creeping back into the market, but then we had a drop of about 25%, and it's actually made people fearful again. So everyone's a little bit worried right now. Everyone's freaking out, and no one knows whether Bitcoin's going to go up or whether Bitcoin's going to go down. So hopefully on today's video we can give you a little bit of context and help you to try and make some decisions. So this isn't financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but if you like our content, please share it with a friend. So I'm just going to check out the news. There's loads of really exciting stuff happening in the news. So we've got here that Ukraine has adopted a law to regulate the crypto market. Now, again, Ukraine, pretty big country, pretty forward-thinking country. You know, obviously it's had all, you know, these troubles with the Russia. Does Russia own Ukraine? Doesn't Russia own Ukraine? There was the conflict in the Crimea a few years ago. Look, all these things, Ukraine is still a very prosperous country and it's still very forward-thinking. So the fact that they're going to regulate crypto is fantastic news for crypto holders. I also noticed this just 2 hours ago, India's cryptocurrency legislation. So India is a massive country. We're talking about the second biggest population on Earth behind China. Now, if you watched my videos from, let's rewind back to May. I used to do a weekly update. I've always done a weekly update, but what I used to say was, you know, we had, this was before El Salvador even looked at crypto. We were saying, you know, there's countries like Nigeria and Kenya and El Salvador sniffing around crypto, but no one's really taken the next step. So, you know, fast forward a few months and here we are in September 2021. El Salvador use crypto now. They actually use Bitcoin to transact. People go to coffee shops and use Bitcoin to buy coffee. If this happens in India, this is huge, huge. So I'm not going to overlook the Ukraine, because obviously the Ukraine regulating the crypto market and coming on board with crypto is phenomenal news for us, but it's nothing. It's a drop in the ocean compared to what will happen when India legislate crypto. So watch this space. Big things are coming. So just on El Salvador. So El Salvador have been in the news again. So obviously the legal tender thing is now official. And they've actually adopted Algorand. So Algo, look, it's not one of my favorite cryptos. I personally don't invest in Algo, but I've got some friends that do, and they're pretty happy. Obviously, they've got a country now backing their crypto, and El Salvador is going to develop blockchain infrastructure using Algorand. Now, let's jump over into the charts, and I'll show you what that meant for Algorand. So this is where Bitcoin had its little bit of a dip. Algorand did fall with it, but it recovered pretty quickly. And since the very bottom of the fall to the very top, since the news that Algorand is partnering with El Salvador, this is a crypto partnering with a country, big news. Algorand was up a total of 144% this week. So well done, Algorand hodlers. If you have been holding algo for a long time, and finally you've been rewarded, you know, for your patience. So that's great. As of today, since that little drop, yeah, algo is at 86%. So if you held algo through thick and thin, good job. If you brought algo recently, or you brought it just before the dip, and you can see an 86% return, again, well done. Personally, we don't hold it. So let's have a look at what is happening with Bitcoin. Now, this is the Bitcoin chart. It's just the line chart. See, I can change it from candles or lines. The line chart just makes it a little bit crisp, a little bit clearer for you guys to see. Now, this red line that's running through it is the 200-day moving average. Now, why is the 200-day moving average so important? Well, I'm going to show you. Because if we go back to, this was our drop. So obviously this is our all-time high. Just pop the arrow on here. Come on. Okay, so this is our all-time high. And then this was the drop, fake out, crash. So when we crashed through the 200-day moving average. But then the first thing we actually did was come back up and retest it. Then we got rejected again. Now this was warning signs of a bear market. Many investors would basically say, if we are below the 200-day moving average, we're in a bear market. And if we're above the 200-day moving average, we're in a bull market. Now, it isn't quite that simple, but you can use that. It does make a lot of sense. There's other factors, and you know, you can get confluence from having different factors of technical analysis. But to keep it pretty simple, yeah, if we're above the red line, we're in a bull market. If we're below the red line, we're in a bear market. Nice and simple to understand. So what happened? This is our bottom when we reached 30K on the 20th of July. And then what happened? We came up to the 200-day. Let me just zoom in a little bit here. We came up to the 200-day moving average and we got rejected. And then we went over. And then we came back down. Now you can see the pattern forming here. If you look closely, what we've done since we retested the 200-day on the 7th of August is actually we've just been kind of hugging this 200-day. We've broke out a couple of times and then we've come back down and tested it. And then we're testing it. And then we've broke out and we've taken a really big move to the upside. We've made it to 62,500 and we've got rejected and we've come back down. Now, where did we get rejected to? We bounced directly off the 200-day moving average. Now, this is what's so fascinating about technical analysis. And anyone that thinks that technical analysis is not a big part of trading, this is why it's so important. So we had the 200-day moving average marked on our charts. We saw the crash, and I said to our community, I put a message out in our Telegram group. I said, if we break through the 200-day and we break through the support and turn it into resistance, we're going to be in some short-term trouble. If we can bounce off the 200-day and make our next move higher, we're probably going to go higher than this, which is at about 52.70. So I personally believe the next move for Bitcoin is about 55,000. Now, I've got quite a few groups on Telegram, but we've got one which is mainly just crypto traders from Australia. There's a few people from around the world, but it's generally a bit of a community of Australian people. There's about 40 people in this group. It's pretty tight knit. You know who you are. Hi guys. But I actually said in this group, I put a poll in the group, and I said in the poll, where's Bitcoin going to go next after this drop? I said, is it going to go to 55K, 40K, or 80K? Now, the results were quite mixed, quite varied. Some people thought it was going to drop down to 40K. I said it would go to about 55K, and so did a few of the other guys. And then a few bullish people, the bulls in the group, thought we're going to shoot straight up to 80K. Now, the reason I predicted that we will get to 55Ks based on this analysis. We've come back down to the 200-day moving average. We've bounced off it, which means we're still in a bull market, and which means that we're probably going to go higher than our last high, which was at 52.70. So 5,500, I predict, will be the next place for Bitcoin. Again, this is not financial advice, but if you want to look at getting into crypto, or if you've been sitting on the fence about buying some Bitcoin, we're still in a bull market. Yes, it was a little bit fearful in the market, as I showed you, because people got worried that Bitcoin was going to drop dramatically, but we didn't. We found support at the 200-day moving average. We've bounced off it quite nicely, and now it's time to make our next move up. We can just see it on a shorter time scale. So here you go. I've got my 200-day moving average actually on the hourly chart. So I've just changed from daily to hourly, and I've moved from line to candle. But look how we play with this 200-day. This line here, we just literally bounced off it, and then we went through it. This was where I started to worry, but we found our support at 44,500. And the first thing we do once we found support is we springboard and we jump back over the 200-day. Then for the last week or so, we've just been playing with it, up and down, sitting, creating support on the 200-day. Now, are we going to go from where we are today, 46,000, up to 55,000 overnight? Probably not. There's a saying in trading, well, especially in crypto trading, you take the stairs up and the elevator down. And this proves it here. Look at this, where we've just been slowly going up, back down, take out the leverage longs, back up, back down, back up. So that's what I'm talking about, taking the stairs. It's a nice, slow and steady rise higher. This was a nice big move here, we saw, and then back to the stairs, and then you press the elevator, you press ground floor, and it goes boom, and the bottom just drops out of it. So this move was a move lower. Obviously, we got rejected, and I think it was about 21% move lower. So this scared a lot of people. You know, if you're new to crypto and you're new to trading, yeah, a 20% drop in a day is pretty bad. You know, if you had $1,000 of worth of Bitcoin and then you went to sleep, when you woke up, you had $800, you lost $200 overnight. Think about someone that owns like $1 million worth, they would have lost a lot of money. So yeah, it does bring a bit of fear into the market. We like to stay quite emotionless and quite level-headed. We kind of say, you know, the only money you should invest in crypto is money that you can afford to lose. Because if you've got your house and your life savings in crypto and it takes a move like this, 20%, 30%, 40% lower, you can lose half of your money overnight. Now, I didn't see this move coming. I actually thought we were still on the stairs and we're still going to go higher. So yeah, when we dropped 20 odd percent, I lost some trades. I got stopped out, and there was a few trades that I lost. But over the course of time, I just believe we'll be back on the stairs now. We'll start moving higher, and we'll get back up to 55,000 eventually. So there is my explanation for the drop. Why did it happen? I'll be honest, I'm not 100% sure. I think it was just a flush out of the weak hands and to remove the leverage longs. When people start getting bullish about Bitcoin, they start putting more and more money in, more and more trust that it's just going to keep going higher. They start putting 100x leverage on trades. Now, look, if you've got 100x leverage, you only need a 1 or 2% drop to get stopped out. So a 20% drop's going to just see everybody who's using leverage out. So the way it does it is it washes out all of the leverage longs, makes everyone who's a bit unsure about Bitcoin sell, and then we'll create support. And now our next move higher, everyone will start getting bullish again, and everyone will start buying again. Everyone will start putting 100x trades on, and before you know it, we'll have another mini crash like this just to wipe everybody out. If you are a long-termer in crypto, you've been trading crypto for a few years, maybe you've been in it for 8-9 years, you've seen this move time and time again. It's classic. It's classic Bitcoin. So don't panic. Don't worry. You can't win every trade. We lost some trades because of this crash. It took out 2 or 3 of our trades. You just got to dust yourself off and try again. And as I said to one of our members the other day, it's the time to buy, not the time to cry. Okay, so thanks very much for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed the content. Follow me on Twitter, and if you'd like to find out more about our trade signals, you can jump on to Twitter and click the link here and get a 7-day free trial and see what all the fuss is about. Thanks very much for watching. Have a great weekend, stay safe, and I'll see you on the other side. Peace and love.